From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good morning and happy Friday. Our forecast is going to stay mostly dry, mostly sunny through the middle to late portions of next week. High temperatures staying in that fall territory for lower elevation, 60s and 70s, and the lows going to slip down into the 30s for next week. So starting to get into more of that chilly fall stuff. Okay, right now you're taking a live look at Richland. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. Not seeing much out there this morning, not much daylight to work with yet, and not seeing much on First Alert radar either. Temperatures out there this morning are chilly as we are down into the 30s and 40s in the valleys, 40s and 50s for the rest of us, and of course 30s and 40s up in the Cascades as well. But all of us need some sort of jacket as you're headed out the front door. So here's your day planner forecast for this Friday for lower elevations. Going to have lots of sunshine all throughout the day, low to mid 60s around lunchtime, and then 60s and 70s for the warmest part of the day, feeling superb out there. And I'll show you how our temperatures will fluctuate throughout the next 7 days coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, an armed assault on 2 police officers ends with a 34-year prison sentence. We're going to let you know how that case unfolded.
And a crash at a busy Yakima intersection leaves a motorcyclist seriously hurt, what investigators say led to the collision.
Plus, helping workplaces open doors for everyone, how a local group is boosting opportunities for people with disabilities. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday, October 3rd.
It's October 3rd. That means it's Mean Girls Day. I love saying that. We're going to be saying that all morning long.
It's October 3rd.
We do want to start your top stories now, and we want to start off in Pasco. That's where a man has been sentenced to more than 3 decades behind bars for assaulting 2 Pasco police officers.
Prosecutors say 27-year-old Santiago Ayala Pineda received a 34-year sentence after being found guilty on multiple charges, including first-degree assault with a firearm. So this case stems back from a traffic stop that happened in July of 2020 out near Road 68 in Pasco.
At the time, Pineda already had a warrant for armed assault out of Benton County. A jury convicted him last month on all counts, and this week a Franklin County judge handed down a sentence, one that includes more than 11 years tied to firearm enhancements alone.
502 now to a crime alert as the Grant County Sheriff's Office placed an employee on administrative leave following an off-duty domestic violence incident that happened in Soap Lake. The agency said they are aware of the incident, saying, quote, "The matter is being taken seriously and will be handled consistently with the law and agency policy." Sheriff's Office emphasized it does not tolerate domestic violence and remains dedicated to accountability and maintaining public trust. An internal investigation by Clear Risk Solutions will take place after the conclusion of the police investigation to determine if any agency policies were violated. Sheriff's Office has not released the name of the employee or specific details about the incident, and charges have not yet been announced either.
And the Kennewick Police Department has made an arrest in connection to a shooting that we first told you about last week. The shooting happened on the 1500 block of West 4th Avenue on September 22nd. Investigators say a man was shot multiple times after confronting a group of people. And on September 26th, authorities with KPD and the Tri-City Metro Drug Task Force arrested a 17-year-old boy during a traffic stop, whom they suspect is involved in that shooting. The teen is facing charges of assault and gun possession. Another 17-year-old boy in the car was also arrested during the stop. Authorities say that teen had a stolen handgun that was equipped with a device that turns a semi-automatic handgun into an automatic handgun. That teen is facing charges of gun possession, stolen property, and an illegal firearm due to the device. The victim in the shooting is still recovering from his injuries.
Taking you to Yakima at 504, a serious crash there sent a motorcyclist to the hospital early yesterday morning. Police say it happened just before 1 o'clock at the intersection of South 4th Avenue and West Chestnut Avenue. A 57-year-old man from Moxie was riding his motorcycle when a Subaru pulled into the intersection and hit him. That rider was thrown from his bike and suffered a severe leg injury. He was first taken to Multi-Care Memorial, then flown to Harborview in Seattle for advanced care. The Subaru's driver, a 70-year-old man from Union Gap, stayed at the scene and cooperated with investigators. Police say impairment and speed do not appear to be factors.
Now to Fire Watch this morning, firefighters made solid progress on the Labor Mountain fire over the week.
Yeah, but work, of course, is far from done as we are approaching a pretty dry weekend. So yesterday, crews worked to keep the south and southwestern parameters contained while reinforcing fire lines from Sand Creek to Mission Creek. Crews built new fire lines, they installed some hose lays, they were able to mitigate some hazardous trees along Highway 97. Helicopters even came in and dropped more water on the area to try to slow the eastward spread.
Now, out of caution, additional structures northeast of the fire were assessed for protection. And a community meeting is being held tonight at the Swak-Teenawake Range in Cle Elum, and this is to provide updates and also answer questions.
And giving us a closer look at what fire crews are watching as we make our way into the weekend, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He'll kind of break down what crews can expect weather-wise.
Yeah, the forecast is going to be pretty dry over the next 7 days, so that is not good news. And the temperatures are going to stay pretty warm. At least the daytime highs are going to stay pretty warm and pretty steady. So all that to say, not expecting any big uptick in acreage with this fire, but not expecting any big uptick with containment either over the next 7 days. You can see with the Labor Mountain fire, it's still the eastern side of the fire around and to the east of US 97. That continues to be the problem flank of the fire. And so we'll continue to watch this up until we get some significant containment on this. But still evacuations in place in Chelan County. You can find an interactive version of this map listed online at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Also, we have an interactive version of this map. These are the evacuations that are in place for far northern Kittitas County. Still those level 2B set evacuations around Blewett Pass. Now I'll take you down to northwestern Yakima County where the Wildcat fire is burning. And this one is now, I believe, 14,500 acres. It's 6% contained. Not seeing many active hotspots on the map with this one, so that is some good news, but containment has been stuck at 6% all throughout this week. Again, the forecast looking mostly dry, but there are some little rain chances by the end of next week that I'll talk about that can maybe help out with both of these fires. So that's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thanks so much, 507. Now looking ahead to local living, where the Columbia Ability Alliance says they're seeing some major growth in the number of people they serve.
Now they're preparing to launch a new program to help area employers build more inclusive workplaces. So the Alliance has been around since 1963, working to break down barriers to employment and social inclusion for people with disabilities and other life challenges.
Now, in just the past 3 months, the group has seen a 75% increase in people coming through their employment services program. Leaders say that their upcoming Columbia Ability Ally program is designed to give more businesses the tools and support they need when it comes to hiring and retaining workers with disabilities.
You know, our mantra is we're on our way to build a more accessible and inclusive community for all to enjoy, and there's great benefits for everyone when employers open their doors to individuals with disabilities. And we have people with a wide variety of abilities.
The program will officially be unveiled at the Alliance's Engage and Grow event. That's October 8th. And leaders say the goal is simple, creating workplaces where people of all abilities can succeed. And keep it here, because coming up next, we're going to meet this little cutie in the cow costume. We're going to have more on Miss Sandra after the break. And if you're someone who likes to dress up your pets for Halloween, we have a fun costume contest to tell you about.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Camera at Richland's Columbia Point, 5:08 on this Friday. Still dark out, sunrise set for 6:58 this morning. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will break down what we can expect today as we make our way into the weekend.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40+ years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. Save now on any electrical repair. Call Vance to schedule your appointment or book online today.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Head to Queensgate Gardens in Richland for some fall family fun. Explore our corn and hay bale maze, zoom down the dump truck slide, and try our pumpkin archery. Get creative with pumpkin painting, play laser tag, and enjoy our U-Pick flower fields. Make fall memories at Queensgate Gardens in Richland.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag makes the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads.
Plus, the local expertise to connect you with new customers. Wherever your market is, we'll get results to build your business. Phase 3 Digital. Contact us today. Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts, sponsored by Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, supporting Bikes for Tykes, giving away bikes and helmets to area kids. Click Bikes for Tykes at applevalleyNewsNow.com to see how you can help.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40 plus years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
Chad Powers, he's the original.
Let's get on tape.
And Michael even said this.
He was looking better in that tryout than when I played with him.
Now, Monday morning, Eli Manning is live on GMA.
Don't tell him I said that.
Monday on Good Morning America.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We start off in Kittitas County, where it is brisk, 39 degrees for Ellensburg, 48 degrees and Vantage. Then in the Yakima Valley, we're seeing temperatures in the 40s, 48 for Union Gap, 42 in Yakima, 46 in Selah. The Lower Columbia Basin, all of us in the 40s as well, 43 for the Tri-Cities, 48 up towards the Hanford site. A mixture of 40s and 50s for the foothills, around 45 for the Morrow County foothills, but a little bit closer to 50 for places like Pendleton and Walla Walla, and then 30s and 40s for the Blue Mountains. Here's your coatcast on this Friday for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket weather for this morning. Then it's going to be t-shirt weather as we head into the afternoon, with high temperatures ending up around 70 degrees. Will be just about average for the third day of October, with low to mid 70s. Really more so low 70s for lower elevations, and lots of sunshine out there. Okay, here are the precip chances for the next couple days, really over the next 48 hours. Today, going to keep it dry, but then for tonight, rain looking likely in the Cascades, about 10 to 20% rain chances for the valleys. Then for Saturday, could maybe have some more rain in the Cascades, a few sprinkles for the Blue Foothills. Then by Saturday night, again for the foothills and the mountains, but the valleys and the basin going to be dry.
All right, 5:13 now, and the time has come. The weekend is almost here, and that means we're taking a look at some community events this morning, and possibly a fun way for you to walk your dog.
Yeah, or if you're looking for a fun way to celebrate Halloween a little bit early, we have just the thing for you.
That's right. I sat down and spoke with Jennifer from the Benton Franklin Humane Society to learn more about their Fast and Furriest Fun Run. So take a look. This Saturday is the 8th annual Fast and Furriest Fun Walk and Run. It's a fundraiser that'll benefit shelter pets at the Benton Franklin Humane Society. And here to tell us more about it is Jennifer Pierce, the development coordinator for BFHS. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. So can you start by telling us about this event, what it is?
Sure. So this is our 8th annual. It's a fun run and a walk, so it's good for people who just want to walk casually along the river, but also people who are athletes and want to get out in there and do a little more upbeat kind of a move. But the whole idea behind it is to include shelter pets and people in the community who have pets at home.
Tell us about this costume contest going on for the pets. Is that while they're walking and running?
Yeah. So because it's the month of Halloween, why not celebrate with a little bit of costumes?
Spooky season is here.
Yes.
It's only right.
And dogs are already cute, so why not make them even more cuter? And give an example. We've had cows, we've had aliens, we've had UPS drivers, Tinkerbell, you name it.
If someone's just now tuning in, those are costumes.
Yes. So every kind of costume under the sun. So the whole idea is just you create a costume or buy a costume, and then you just meet us at the registration table, and we're going to look at every pet and every costume, so there'll be a winner of the costume contest.
And all the proceeds go to shelter pets at BFHS.
Yep, every single dollar.
Do people dress up?
There have been a few. I've seen a lot of leg warmers, some tutus.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one because you're going to be exercising. So.
Yes, anything that you want, anything goes. The whole idea is just to get the community involved.
Okay, now we do want, if you can hear whining in the back, that's because we have another extra special guest. All right, this right here is Sandra B, and she's dressed as a cow.
Yeah, she's utterly cute.
So this is an example of like what people can dress up their pets as, just, it's just a fun way to get out in the community and have fun with your pets, have fun with your dogs. Can other animals join?
Yes, any animal that you want to bring that gets along well with other dogs is welcome to join. We're going to be bringing some of the shelter pets out that do well around other animals and like to run, so they will be donned in costumes as well. We get donations of costumes a lot into the shelter, so we keep bins of them so that when we have events like this, everybody can get a costume. If you don't have a costume, we'll have extras available as well, so you can throw on one that fits your.
And Sandra is a shelter pet, so she's available for adoption.
She is available for adoption.
And the cow is fitting too, because...
Yes. Sandra B is a new mom. Well, 8 weeks ago, she gave birth to 6 puppies. She came to us through the Happily Ever After program. She was transferred from another facility. And so she came in, she had her brand new puppies with her. Aww. And they were raised at the shelter, and
6 little calves.
Yeah, just this week they became available for adoption, her puppies, and she's amazing. She's 5 years old. She's a Dachshund Terrier mix.
Very puppy-like energy, and I love it.
Yeah, she's great for being 5. She's very love-filled, and so she's going to make a great pet for somebody. But her puppies, we wish we could bring them all to the fun run with her, because that would be super cute to have all of her little
baby cows running around. Oh, that'd be so cute.
But you can see them at the shelter anyways, or check them on the website.
Yes. All right. Well, how can people sign up? That's my last question for you.
Yeah. So you can go to our website. It's BFHS, like Benton Franklin Humane Society. Click the Fast and Furriest button, and then it will take you to the registration page with all the information.
Perfect.
Easy and simple.
Thank you for joining us, Jennifer, and thank you for joining us, Sandra B.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
So cute.
Yeah, you can find more information on the event. It's up on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
That'll be on after the show.
Now, we were talking about dressing our pets up before.
Yes.
You said yours can't handle it, hates it, doesn't like anything.
Mine can't handle some costumes. Like,
but you try anyways?
Yeah. Some she's like, okay, it's fine. But then others she's like uncomfortable and just sits down. That's when you know they're like, they don't like
their
it.
paws. Do they walk
like
funny?
Little dog shoes?
Yeah.
I would love to, but I've never done that.
I've tried to put the little booties on my dog before. She kicked them off real quick.
That is so funny. Well, there will be plenty to see down at the park for the event.
We'll have a recap on Monday.
Yeah.
But keep it here, because Mr. Josh here is going to have your First Alert full weather forecast. Any hints, Josh, for the weekend?
It's going to be a fantastic weekend forecast, and really a good chunk of next week is looking fantastic as well. So I'll have that. How about some alliteration? Fantastic Friday forecast. That's coming up on the
Bring it on.
The break.
Here you sit. Demanding driving conditions such as rush hour traffic, construction delays, or bad weather require special attention and patience. If you've been injured in an accident, call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
This is my perfect day in Walla Walla.
So why don't you speed?
I've had one too many close calls on the road, and then I learned the facts.
It's dangerous to drive too fast.
It's true. 1 in 3 fatal crashes involve speeding.
This is our neighborhood, too. Most people try to be safe, but speeding is dangerous.
You know, the faster you go, the longer it takes to stop.
The faster you drive, the harder you'd hit someone. That driver gets it. Slower speeds save lives.
Please drive the speed limit so everyone is safe.
Together, we get there.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brux night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to BruxNightGuard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's BruxNightGuard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Here you sit. Demanding driving conditions such as rush hour traffic, construction delays, or bad weather require special attention and patience. If you've been injured in an accident, call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
WSUR Palouse Farmers Field. Fly the Northwest Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a gorgeous day out there. Lots of sunshine, a little bit less sunshine for the mountains, but for lower elevations, it's going to be very bright. And high temperatures are going to be very normal for the third day of October. We'll have 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 50s for the Cascades, and 50s for the Blues as well. It will be gusty for today, especially in the Kittitas Valley. Gusts there all the way up to 35 miles per hour, but for the rest of us, gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour, a little bit lighter than that in the Yakima Valley. And then for tonight, perhaps a few showers in the valleys, also up in the Cascades. We'll show you that with Futurecast in just a second. And overnight low is going to be down into the 40s for the valleys, basin and foothills, and 30s and 40s up in the mountains. Winds still gusty across the map, even picking up a little bit more in the Yakima Valley, and the strongest gusts will continue to be in the Kittitas Valley. This is going to continue as we head into Saturday, but for Saturday night, still some lingering gusts for the valleys, but for the rest of us, gusts going to be calming down. Okay. Futurecast radar showing you by lunchtime could have some rainfall up in the Cascades, and then by the time we get to, that was for this evening. Then here is for tomorrow. See, by lunchtime, looking pretty dry out there, and then as we head into the afternoon, could maybe see some more rainfall generating in the foothills and for the Blues. But for the rest of us, I'm thinking that Saturday is going to end up being a pretty dry day. And then for Sunday, maybe a few rain showers left over in the Blues, but for the rest of us, looking pretty dry. And the forecast overall is going to end up being a pretty dry one. Now, by the middle and later portions of next week, maybe the pattern getting a little bit more active, but overall, not as much rainfall as we would hope to see around this time of the year, and high temperatures staying around 70 degrees in the Tri-Cities. But look at the morning lows. Monday and Tuesday morning could drop down into the mid-30s. Not cold enough for frost, not cold enough for a softer hard freeze, but definitely it's going to be noticeably colder out there. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A perfect forecast through next Thursday with lots of sunshine and highs near 70 degrees. In Yakima, bright and warm into the weekend and the first half of next week. In Ellensburg, turning windy for Friday with leftover breezes on Saturday. Otherwise, a beautiful forecast in store. For Hermiston, dry with wonderful weather through much next week, with highs in the 60s and 70s and lows in the 30s and 40s. And finally, for Walla Walla, a low-end chance of a shower Saturday and Saturday evening, and our next chance of that will likely hold off until late next week.
We're getting 70s. What's this? 70s wasn't the disco, right? That was 80s.
No,
okay.
that was
no 70s. Okay, so I was right.
Disco.
Yeah.
Yep.
I second guessed myself. Whoops.
80s was like hair metal, you know.
And
Right.
the 90s was like
a little
ballad.
grunge.
little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends on your flavor.
Yeah.
All right.
Show flavor.
And this is to the likings of some people as well when it comes to flavor.
Tell everybody what's coming up next, because you love this artist, don't you?
I love you.
I love you too.
Big day for Swifties. Taylor officially in her showgirl era. The singer-songwriter's new album dropped late last night, and
Jade's here for it.
I'm so here for it.
I am excited to hear a bunch of the songs. We'll see.
And Directioners, is that what we're calling One Direction fans these days?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Directioners, make sure your Netflix subscription is active because the group is coming back. The band's back together.
What?
They're doing a documentary is in the works, and we have the details on all of those things for Swifties and documenters. Directioners.
Coming up in just a few minutes.
Documenters. It's Friday. Yay.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
It's a 48-hour flash sale, today through Sunday, at Walker's Furniture, where every item is marked down an additional 20% off already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down.
Beautiful bedroom sets 20% off. All sofas, love seats, and sectionals 20% off. And all dining sets 20% off.
It's a flash sale you can't afford to miss. This Wednesday through Sunday at Walker's.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now.
I know when I turn it on, if there's something that I've heard about in the community, I'm going to hear it from you guys.
Apple Valley News Now has been able to cover some of the Hermiston events.
When I get up in the morning, that's the first thing I do is Apple Valley News. I know I'm going to get what I need for the day.
I eat breakfast with you. I eat dinner with you guys.
It's more part of our community.
It keeps me connected to my community.
It's what we enjoy.
It's probably the only station that we watch.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-284-4157 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-284-4157.
We're Sell My House Fast, and we've been buying unwanted houses for cash, fast, for 25 years. We'll buy this house, and this one, even this one, not that one. If you're relocating, inheriting a home you don't want, if you're behind on taxes and want to avoid foreclosure, going through divorce, or if you just need cash to get out of debt, we will buy your house at a fair cash price. We've got hundreds of Google 5-star reviews because our offers are fair and the process transparent. Call now.
1-800-219-0560.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're talking big names, big headlines, and a little bit of everything from the world of entertainment.
We're talking Taylor Swift, One Direction, and even a record-breaking animated hit.
Plus, a birthday shout-out you want to miss with what's happening in Hollywood. Here's Alex Stone.
It's a big day for Taylor Swift fans. The pop star's latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, dropped overnight. Swift says studio album number 12 was written during her most recent Eras tour and was inspired by her life on the road. Fans can also head to the movie theater to see the official release party of a Showgirl, which is full of music videos and behind-the-scenes footage. One Direction members Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik are reuniting for a new travel documentary series for Netflix. The show will follow their tour through the U.S. and is set to come out next year. The tour also expected to address the sudden death of their former bandmate Liam Payne last year after he fell off a hotel balcony in Argentina. K-pop Demon Hunters is already the most popular movie of all time on Netflix, and now the animated hit has broken another record, becoming the longest-running movie on the Netflix Top 10 chart at 15 straight weeks. The Chi is coming to an end. Paramount Plus says season 8 of the drama about life on the south side of Chicago will be its last. Production of the final season is set to begin next year.
Gwen!
And happy birthday to Gwen Stefani. The No Doubt and 3-time Grammy-winning singer is turning 56. That's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Alex Stone, ABC News.
56, that's bananas.
It really, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Okay, I had to do that. But
I can't.
She doesn't look 56. It's crazy. Even to
No,
this
she
day.
doesn't. She doesn't.
Happy birthday, Gwen.
A lot going on in there.
Yeah.
I think the most popular at the desk was the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes, I'm obsessed. I've seen it 2.5 times, and I watched it for the first time Friday, a week ago. So, yeah, it's great.
Well, I
was missing out.
I was going to say, you got some more work to do to keep up with my kids.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm coming over to watch it with them later.
Perfect.
We already talked about it, yeah.
Oh, great. I'll make the popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 5:30 half hour, missing for decades, finally coming home. A World War II pilot's family getting closure 80 years later. We've got the story coming up.
Plus, from pool to playground, Zilla's new farm-themed park is ready for fun and adventure. We'll take a look at the upgrades, all in your next half hour. But first, we're going to check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, apps used to track movements by ICE agents are gone from Apple's App Store. The company says it pulled IceBlock and similar apps after a demand from Attorney General Pam Bondi. She says the apps put ICE agents in danger, quote, just for doing their jobs. Amazon has rolled out a new feature for Prime members called Add to Delivery. It allows shoppers to tack on additional items to completed orders that haven't been shipped yet. Eligible items are marked with a new blue button below the standard yellow Add to Cart button. Finally, Sesame Street and Google are teaming up to teach children how to build healthy relationships with technology. Video and other digital resources featuring the Muppets show kids how to navigate the digital world, but still emphasizing connections to human loved ones. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Find styles that feel more you than ever, without compromise. Max what makes you, you.
Bye, honey.
Morning breath, huh?
Dr. Garcia?
Reality checkup! That's millions of bacteria growing overnight.
Crest Pro Health helps prevent oral health issues before they start.
And so much fresher!
Crest.
It's high noon, and the winter's clear. 7 out of 10 cats prefer Blue Tastefuls chicken to Iams chicken. And with Tastefuls' delicious natural ingredients, it's easy to see why. Blue Tastefuls, a taste cats love made with natural ingredients.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely and have Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
And it is October 3rd.
It's October 3rd. Do you know where that's from?
It's from Mean Girls.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
We were talking about it in studio the other morning about what if Wednesday happens to fall on
I was like, we should wear
3rd.
pink today for Mean Girls Day, but we always wear red. So
Wear red Friday. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay, we're headed into the weekend.
Shaping up to look really good.
And I think I'm going to like it.
Yeah, the weather is going to be fantastic for this weekend and for a good chunk of next week as well. Let's go ahead and talk about the bottom line for the forecast. Again, the forecast mostly dry and mostly sunny through next Wednesday. Highs staying in the 60s and 70s for lower elevations, and the lows dropping down into the 30s for next week. So it will start to feel a little bit more chilly out there. Right now, you're taking a live look at Richland. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. Not much daylight to work with for right now, but you see on First Alert Radar, also not much here on this graphic either, as we're dry, but we could see shower chances picking up as we head into the evening. And that would mainly be for the mountains, but some of that could slip down into the valleys. Current temperatures this morning, 30s and 40s for the Cascades, for the valleys. We're in the 40s and 50s for the basin, for the foothills and the blues. Your hourly forecast for this Friday in the Tri-Cities, a lot of sunshine all throughout the day. For the warmest part of the day, we'll end up around 70 degrees. So For Friday, again, for lower elevations, a lot of sunshine, very average high temperatures. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this fantastic Friday forecast. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Well, thanks so much. We begin this half hour of news taking a look at local living, where the city of Zillah just finished renovating Logis Park.
It now includes an agriculture-themed playground. So the playground adds to the park's new dog area, also pickleball courts, and it brings some farm-themed fun that honors Zillah's agricultural industry.
The park also has a new swing set that looks like an irrigation sprinkler.
That is so cute. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's fun.
We should go.
Oh, I'm in. Yeah, and also you probably just saw it there too, a giant climbable tractor that the mayor says runs on kid power.
This park has needed upgrades for a long time. It's been what people like to say is kind of one of our forgotten parks. And so bringing some of this revitalization that we've been trying to do downtown into this park has really spurred the use of it and brought it back to life.
Logis Park used to be home to the Zillah Pool, which was replaced by the new splash pad at Stewart Park.
Fun. Our 5:35 now, and nearly 81 years after he was declared missing in action during World War II, a family finally has answers.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says the remains of Ensign Howard Allen Holding, he's a Navy aviator, they've been identified and will now be returned home.
January 22nd, 1922, Howard Allen Holding was born in Salt Lake City. Like so many of his generation, when war broke out, he felt the call to serve. In 1942, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy. By 1943, he earned his wings as a naval aviator at just 22 years old. He was flying fighter missions from the deck of the USS Enterprise. On September 6, 1944, during a mission over Yap Island in the Pacific, Holding's F-6F Hellcat never returned. Reports suggest his plane may have collided with another or been struck by anti-aircraft fire. He was declared missing in action. 2 years later, presumed dead.
We revered him. We always had, my mother and my grandmother both always had a framed photograph of him in a prominent place.
For decades, his loved ones carried that uncertainty. Holding's niece, Terry Trick, now living in Walla Walla, never met her uncle, but she felt like she always knew him, and with that special bond came a phone call she didn't think would ever come.
Pat Rand Friends, who has been indefatigable looking for wrecks on Yap, and has found most of them really, called me up and told me he thought that he had found my uncle's plane.
Trick and her brother were invited to Yap to see for themselves, and an ordinary walk led to something extraordinary.
We were there for about 3 days, and I felt like going to another crash site, so I got a guide from the hotel where we were staying, who of course knew the island, and he took me up to what was then called the Harry Brown crash site. It was quite a hike. It was in the hillside. And it turns out that, in truth, was Howard's crash site.
In 2020, the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency exhumed remains from the unidentified graves in the Pacific. DNA testing matched them to Holding's family. On June 10th of this year, his identity was confirmed.
My family never thought that we would ever find his remains. Both my mother and my grandmother were sure that he was at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean and that he would never be found.
For his family, Ensign Holding is finally coming home.
What does this identification mean to you and your family today?
Closure, mostly, and hope for other people who have lost loved ones that feel the same way we did.
Ensign Howard Allen Holding will be laid to rest with full military honors later this month in Salt Lake City. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
You know, this has been quite a process in the making. Of course, not only finding the remains, identifying them, but then returning them home. I remember being working in Salt Lake when this all started to unfold, when the remains kind of came about, and then that process. Yeah. So it's incredible. He also earned the Purple Heart and Air Medal for his service.
And now, after more than 80 years, he'll be honored with the Hero's Welcome in his hometown.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and such fantastic closure for his family too. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Old rivals New bragging rights. Kennewick taking the win in a battle that's been brewing for more than a century. Woo! Come on, Bombers. We have the whole breakdown. We have the whole breakdown. Talking sports right after the break.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services. Christine Connolly, Realtor.
What the heck is that? Take cover! 118, brace for impact!
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40-plus years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley and Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Is your closet cramped and cluttered? Well, now there's Space Triangles, the clever new hanging device that fits over any hanger to save you closet space in seconds. And now may be your last chance to get them for a low price. Now you can vertically hang multiple items, guaranteeing that you'll have up to 70% more space in your closet. Your closet can go from messy to marvelous in no time with ease. The ingenious slip-over design secures the hangers vertically. It snugly fits all types of hangers to save you space. Order now to get an 18-piece set of Space Triangles for just $9.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get Space Triangles at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 closet pack per order while supplies last. Once they're gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-587-3514. Call or visit spacetriangles.com. So call 1-800-587-3514 now.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40-plus years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
Chad Powers, he's the original.
Let's get on tape.
And Michael even said this.
He was looking better in that tryout than when I played with him.
Now, Monday morning, Eli Manning is live on GMA.
Don't tell him I said that.
Monday on Good Morning America.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to be a fantastic Friday forecast out there with lots of sunshine and temperatures getting into the low to mid 60s around lunchtime and then upper 60s to low 70s for the warmest part of the day. Pretty seasonal stuff for the 3rd day of October. So let's go ahead and take you on that zone by zone tour of this Friday forecast. We start off in Kittitas County. Going to be around 60 for Snoqualmie Pass, mostly cloudy skies there, but closer to 70 with lots of sunshine in the Kittitas Valley and a little bit breezy today. Gusts out of the north and west, gusting between 15 to 35 miles per hour. Then for the Yakima Valley, light winds, low 70s, lots of sunshine here as well. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, a little bit breezy, gusts out of the south and west, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Low 70s for the Tri-Cities, always a little bit cooler down towards Boardman with highs in the mid 60s. Then for the Morrow County foothills, mid to upper 60s, around 70 for the rest of the foothills, Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, then 50s and 60s for the higher elevations of the Blue Mountains, and more clouds in the blues as opposed to what we're going to see for lower elevations. Most of us are going to have a bright, sunny end to the work week. Okay, now let's talk about smoke. very quickly, and it's more so the lack of smoke over the next couple days, just because we're not seeing a ton of activity on either of these fires burning up in the Cascades. There's not zero activity, but there's not a ton, so we're not anticipating a lot of smoke or haze for the area for the next couple of days. But the dry weather looks like it's going to persist, so these can maybe flare up a little bit. That's not going to be helped out with some of the wind gusts for today, which I'll talk about in a few minutes.
All right, time to talk some sports. The Kennewick and Richland High School football teams faced off in a rivalry game last night.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable was on the sidelines for one of the biggest games of the season and has more.
A rivalry that started all the way back in 1912. Kennewick versus Richland is one of the oldest high school football rivalries in Washington. Earlier in the week, I had the chance to talk with Mike Neidholt, a former head coach and player at Richland, who has over 30 years of experience in this rivalry. He remembers the wins and losses as if they were yesterday.
We came back and tied the game and went for 2 to win it. We got it. And then with like 5 seconds to go in the game, they ran all hook and ladder and won. Took it right out of our hands. And so Randy, if you're watching, thanks for that.
And in Thursday night's game, Kennewick head coach Randy Affolter again got the last laugh.
I thought our kids played a great game tonight. I mean, everything that we taught them all in a short week, they did. A short week prepared for a team that likes to put the ball in the air a lot, but I thought our kids did a heck of a job tonight.
2 undefeated teams entered, only 1 left, and that was Kennewick, led by their rushing performance and their great defense. In the 21-7 victory, all 3 of Kennewick's touchdowns came on the ground, 2 of which coming from quarterback Dominic Driver.
I think we got in a rhythm with it, and so once we got in a rhythm with it, we kind of kept with it, and stuff. But we have it in our package, and like anything, once you get hot on something, you want to stay hot.
The win for the Lions makes it 7 straight against the Bombers. However, Richland does hold the upper hand all time with 53 wins compared to Kennewick's 38. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Well, biscuits.
You're sad.
My Bombers took the L.
Maybe better luck next time?
Well, of course, better luck next time, Jalal. Go Bombers. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and give you that live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. It is 5:46 on this Friday. Woo! And Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is back with your full First Alert forecast.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Uh-oh, you heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight that showers a super span of light right where you need it. Simply stake it in the yard or mount it anywhere around your home. The onboard solar panel absorbs the sun all day to energize a flood of light at night. No wires or installation frustration. Watch, the instant motion is detected. The Bionic Floodlight triggers 108 high-intensity LED bulbs on 3 separate panels that instantly blast an area of over 1,000 square feet with bright, penetrating light, then automatically shuts off after the motion stops. Each panel is fully adjustable to direct the right light to the right spot. The Bionic Floodlight is the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And it's from Bell & Howell, the brand name your family has trusted for over 100 years. No more arriving to a dark driveway or house at night. Place them in the ground to illuminate walkways and entryways. Add an evening accent light to your garden or mount it to keep unwanted critters away. Adjust the panels to light your deck and your food on the grill at the same time. Add light by the hot tub or pool without dangerous electrical wires. Host the nighttime neighborhood hoops games and enjoy the great outdoors at night, right out your back door or in the backyard. Move it anywhere for any reason and in any weather in any season. Best of all, it's backed by our exclusive Bell & Howell Bionic 10-year satisfaction restoration guarantee. Get the Bionic Floodlight, and right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. And when you call, ask about the contractor's discount on the 4-light family pack. Get your Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell right now, and the shipping is free. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or go to BionicFloodlight.com. Again, that's 1-800-248-8281 or order online at BionicFloodlight.com.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Judy Justice, today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a gorgeous day, at least for the valleys, for the basin, and for the foothills. Lots of sunshine, more clouds up in the mountains, and high temperatures for today going to be very normal for the third day of October, with highs around 70 for lower elevations, going to be into the 50s for both the Cascades and the Blues. It will be gusty across the map for today, except for the Yakima Valley. Slightly lighter winds there, but especially windy in the Kittitas Valley. Peak gusts between 30 to 35 miles per hour. And with those breezes up in the Cascades, of course, that's not the best news for containment efforts of those fires. Then for tonight, could have a little chance of some showers in the valleys and for the Cascades. We'll talk about that here in just a second. And overnight low is going to be down into the 40s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s for both the Cascades and the Blues. And it is going to be still gusty across the map, even the gusts picking up a little bit more in the Yakima Valley. And for Saturday, still winds going to be noticeable across the map. By Saturday night, it's still going to be breezy in the valleys, but for the rest of us, the wind gusts finally calming down. Now let's talk about rain chances with Futurecast radar. We put this in motion with Futurecast. This is 5 p.m. for this evening, and I do think later into the evening could see, again, some showers for the valleys up in the Cascades, definitely into the very late evening around midnight. Then for Saturday, a mostly dry day, but as we head into the late afternoon to early evening, that's when we could once again see some showers, but this time probably around the foothills and the Blues. Doesn't look like it's going to be that much at all. Then into Sunday, perhaps a few leftover rain showers in the Blue Mountains, but the rest of it's going to be dry. So not that much action happening in terms of rainfall chances over the next handful of days, or really over the next 7 days. This is going to be a fairly dry forecast. High temperatures holding steady around 70 degrees in the Tri-Cities, and forecast lows for the mornings going to be very chilly by Monday and Tuesday morning, down into the mid-30s in the Tri-Cities. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, a perfect forecast through next Thursday with lots of sunshine and highs near 70 degrees. In Yakima, bright and warm into the weekend and the first half of next week. And Ellensburg turning windy for Friday with leftover breezes on Saturday. Otherwise, a beautiful forecast in store. For Hermiston, dry with wonderful weather through much of next week with highs in the 60s and 70s and lows in the 30s and 40s. And finally, for Walla Walla, low-end chance of a shower Saturday and Saturday evening. And our next chance of that will likely hold off until late next week.
Now, the morning sprint.
It's 5:52. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we want to start with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning, where we've learned that Santiago Alea Pineda has been sentenced to 34 years in prison for an armed assault on 2 Pasco police officers. This case goes back to a traffic stop near Road 68 on July of 2020, when Pineda already had a warrant out for his arrest in Benton County. A Franklin County jury found him guilty on all counts, including first-degree assault and unlawful firearm possession.
And an employee at the Grant County Sheriff's Office is on administrative leave after an off-duty domestic violence incident in Soap Lake. Officials say the matter is being taken seriously and will be handled consistently with the law and agency policy. They emphasize the office does not tolerate DV. An internal review will follow the police investigation, and at this time, no charges have been announced and the name of the employee has not been released.
And Kennewick police have arrested 2 teens in connection to a September 22nd shooting on West 4th Avenue. Investigators say a 17-year-old suspect is suspected of firing multiple shots at a man who was taken into custody last week. A second 17-year-old in the car with him also arrested after police found a stolen handgun modified to fire automatically. Both teens face gun-related charges, and the shooting victim is still recovering from his injuries.
And Yakima police say a 57-year-old man was seriously hurt in a motorcycle crash just before 1 a.m. yesterday. This happened at South 4th and West Chestnut Avenue. That's when a Subaru entered the intersection and struck the rider. He was flown to Harborview for a severe leg injury, and the 70-year-old Subaru driver stayed at the scene and cooperated. Police say speed and impairment were not factors.
And the Benton Franklin Humane Society's 8th annual Fast and Furious returns this Saturday at Columbia Point Marina Park in Richland. The event kicks off at 10 a.m. with a 1-mile walk and 5K run along the Columbia River. There's also a pet costume contest. There'll be live music, food vendors, family activities. Organizers say proceeds help care for more than 1,200 homeless pets each year.
Now to your national headlines this morning. It's day 3 of the government shutdown, and Democrats and Republicans still can't agree on a spending plan. Today, the Senate is voting on the same GOP funding bill that already failed 3 times. Democrats are expected to block it once again. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says if that happens, he'll hold another vote on Monday.
In your business headlines this morning at 5:55, Amazon will resume its drone deliveries this morning after the company had temporarily suspended its Prime Air delivery service Wednesday following the crash of 2 of its drones near Phoenix, Arizona. FAA saying the drones collided into the boom of a crane within moments of each other. No injuries reported. FAA and NTSB investigating the incident.
In your health headlines this morning, a new analysis suggests adopting a diet that is good for the planet could feed the world by 2050. Using advanced modeling methods, leading experts found more than 9 billion people could eat nutritiously and equitably in the decades to come if they adopted a planet-friendly diet. This kind of diet is very similar to the Mediterranean diet, and it focuses on fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, and also a moderate amount of meat and dairy.
In your sports headlines at 5:55, the first wave of tickets to the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup officially went on sale this week. 4.5 million people entered a lottery back in September for the first chance to buy tickets. Winners get time slots to buy the tickets over the next few days. This will be followed by 2 more lotteries. Then sales will be on a first-come, first-served basis. 2026 FIFA World Cup will be held in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada between June 11th and July 19th.
Now, trending this morning, there is a free-floating planet that's been packing on pounds. Rude. Well, it's located in the Chameleon constellation.
Aren't
about
all
600...
the planets floating?
Yeah. Wait.
I don't know.
You know what? Well, it's located in the Chameleon constellation, and that's about 620 light years away from Earth.
None of that.
Yeah.
It's so much to unpack. You know, it's so early for those types of numbers.
Video or projection.
That is. So according to a study, the rogue planet has a mass at least 5 times that of Jupiter and is getting bigger by the second. Astronomers say that the growth spurt shown by the planet is highly unusual and star-like.
That was me in middle school. Wait till I hit my growth spurt, and then I never really hit it. But.
And now you're a highly unusual star-like planet.
You're a perfectly fine height, Josh.
Yeah, so relatable, right? Well, it's estimated to be between 1 and 2 million years old, which is by astronomical standards a spring chicken.
So she's young and she's big. Cool. Yeah.
That's what Genevieve basically calls
thick.
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genevieve calls herself a big, strong, tiny girl.
Oh. I love that.
I love the confidence.
Yeah,
So
big, strong,
cute.
tiny girl.
It makes sense with everything that I've heard about her, you know? She knows who she is.
She does know things.
We all don't know she knows everything.
Gosh, yeah, exactly. It's her world. We're just living in it. All right, so much more ahead coming up in our 6 o'clock hour here on Good Morning Northwest. Books, tech, and a whole new look. The Hermiston Library is back and better than ever. We have a sneak peek of the new building coming up.
That is a beautiful building. Oh my goodness. Also, one golden retriever is proving he's got mountain-sized energy. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, the story of Jackson, the mountain climbing dog.
Bringing that mountain-sized energy to the game. All right, and
what are you tracking,
Sunrise
Josh?
set for exactly 1 hour from now.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm not loving that, but, you know, it just is what it is. Hey, but I am loving this forecast. Got a lot of sunshine, comfortable temperatures, even getting a little on the chillier side for next week. I'll tell you what it's all about coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.